I am Patchwork Poet, but like my name's Josh, but as you can see by the jacket, I just patches, so Patchwork Poet. Alright, well, basically this one here is a headband from Naruto. I wore it to my first Comic-Con, and basically I just had it like sitting around in my room, and I thought that, you know, I might as well use it for something, and so I like sort of hemmed it off and sewed it onto the jacket, and yeah. Other sort of significant patches, I've got a South Africa flag here, because I was born over there, and I bought this when I went over there, over a year ago actually, to celebrate my 18th birthday, and I bought this in one of the shops there. I have this one here, which is in Elvish the name of someone very dear to me, and so I keep it there as a reminder that I need to make them proud. Other than that, it's mainly just like bands I've seen and places I've been. Like I've got Cornwall there, I've got Wales round on the side here. Yeah, I've just basically got nearly the whole jacket covered. Got Ravenclaw. Yeah. This one here as well is special. It's the Formandskorpser, which are like the Danish Navy SEALs, and that was a birthday present from my friend in Denmark. Is the Patchwork Heart logo. This was designed for me by my friend Abby, and this is basically the logo for Patchwork Poet. The significance of it is basically half the heart is black, and it's just, that's the people I've lost, that's the baggage I carry, those are the scars I sort of bear, and sort of the amount of times I've had to sort of piece myself back together. I feel like as a person I'm sort of patchwork, so it kind of, yeah, it just sort of fits. Today I performed a poem called Heroine, which I wrote it a few years back. Well, yeah, it's about 3 years ago now I wrote it, and it was sort of the poem that sort of got me noticed, and it's about how the first girl I loved, she took her life, and I sort of never had closure, and so I wrote this at a point where I was sort of angry at her, and I sort of pieced it together, and I was addicted to the memories that we shared and the good times we had, and sort of how, yeah, it just became a very serious addiction for me, and it did a lot of damage to my mental state at the time. And yeah, it's sort of, I used a lot of drug metaphors in there, and it was the poem that sort of got me noticed. I stopped performing it a while ago, but I decided to bring it back more recently for my EP, and for a show where I opened for Sean James and the Shapeshifters. Well, like, in terms of my style and everything, I've taken a lot from sort of artists such as Sage Francis and Scroobius Pip. You can see Sage Francis here, basically all over the place. And he sort of inspired the flow that I use. His poem Mr. Feel Nothing sort of partially inspired Heroine, but like sort of the main idea for the delivery of Heroine came from Neil Hilborn's poem OCD. Another poem of mine, Nightlife, I took a lot of inspiration from Let 'Em Come by Scroobius Pip, who again is another inspiration to me, but more recently I've been sort of taking cues from the hip-hop underground scene, artists such as Suicide Boys and Lil Peep, may he rest in peace, and so I'm just sort of building up a mix there. When I eventually do start setting my stuff to beats and start making hip-hop, I want to create like a good sort of mix there with what I'm doing.
So keep your eyes out for all the projects that are coming up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and if you want to watch my last video, have a click, and I'll see you guys next time.
This is Patchwork Poet signing off.